in my mind, yeah, there are two aspects. All of those core fundamentals are as important as ever. The most obvious one is menu and merchandising. Menu needs to be reworked. It's going to need to be reworked a bit. The merchandising piece, which I bang on about endlessly, but that's because we had garden centres as well as our cafes.
Yeah.
So in my garden centre business, 2/3 of the revenue was from £3 million worth of it was retail.
Wow.
About £1.5 million, a million, a bit more, nearly 2 million from the cafes.
Yeah.
Retail was about £1.5 million from 2 cafes at that stage. So it's the retail skills that I learned then, because I was always hospitality before that, that have been very, very useful to me afterwards. Now, the retail piece the merchandising piece, when you've got people just take away initially, or holding back, it's going to be more important than ever. So I think people are going to have to look hard at their merchandising and realize that their average transaction value is going to fall if nobody's sitting in. So how can they get out more product, and how do they how can they create product that can be distributed more easily takeaway? And secondly, then how can they make sure that that is merchandised so that the customer actually buys it?
Yeah, that you sort of, the way you're presenting yourself is changing, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also even things like, and then can you get that coffee bag sale at the end? What else can you do to build up your business in this phase 3 piece? Both from an operational perspective, but also just squeezing out extra whatever pennies you can get out of it. So if you have a bag of coffee, for example, in your store, people then they'll buy it to support rather than going to supermarket and buying whatever.
Yeah, it's a product that they feel they have the opportunity to buy from. It's kind of open. It's open to persuasion.
Very much so.
It's like, you could buy this in many different ways, and it's the price point where people can play around and make different decisions. Yeah.